Imagine carrying a burden so heavy that, no matter how hard you try, you can't escape its clutches. A burden that transforms your actions, shapes your destiny, and in the end, defines who you are. What would you do to ease this pain? How far would you go to protect those you love? Today, we're going to explore Anakin Skywalker's journey and the devastating impact of a single trauma on his life. But first, think. Are you, without realizing it, making the same mistakes he made? Anakin Skywalker, a promising young man with an extraordinary talent for the Force. His path seemed destined for success, but a crucial event changed everything. The death of his mother, Shmi Skywalker, at the hands of the Tusken Raiders, was the turning point in his life. This traumatic event not only broke his heart, but also opened the door to a dark path of anger, fear, and despair. The pain Anakin felt at losing his mother was unbearable. Instead of seeking help and opening himself up to healing, he closed in on himself. His pain and suffering were not understood, and he began to carry an emotional burden that distorted his view of the world. The anger he felt towards the Tusken Raiders soon turned into hatred, a feeling that led him to commit atrocities such as brutal revenge against the entire tribe. Here, we see Anakin's first mistake, allowing anger to control his actions. The Force teaches us to find balance and inner peace, but Anakin strayed from this teaching. Instead of processing his pain, he allowed it to consume him. And in doing so, he made room for negative influences that manipulated his mind and heart. Chancellor Palpatine, a master of manipulation, saw Anakin as an opportunity. He took advantage of the young Jedi's vulnerability, feeding his fears and insecurities. The promise of power and control over death was the perfect bait. Palpatine knew that Anakin's pain would make him susceptible to any promise that would ease his suffering. So Anakin was seduced into the dark side of the Force, believing it would help him save those he loved. Another crucial factor in Anakin's downfall was the intense fear of losing Padme Amidala, his secret wife. After suffering the trauma of losing his mother, Anakin developed a paralyzing dread that the same fate would befall Padme. His nightmares and premonitory visions of her death during childbirth were fueled by this fear, creating a constant anguish in his heart. This fear was skillfully exploited by Palpatine, who promised Anakin the power to save Padme through the dark side of the Force. Desperate to avoid another devastating loss, Anakin allowed himself to be seduced by the promise of controlling life and death. However, this quest for power and control only pushed him further away from the true essence of the Force, leading him to commit unthinkable acts and lose Padme himself in the process, making his worst fears come true. And so, Anakin Skywalker became Darth Vader, the Emperor's right-hand man. His journey is a powerful reminder of how a single trauma, untreated and misunderstood, can trigger a series of devastating mistakes. But what can we learn from this? How can we avoid falling into the same traps? First, recognize your traumas. We all face pain and loss in our lives. Ignoring or repressing them only adds to the burden. Find healthy ways to deal with these emotions. Meditation, therapy, or even conversations with friends and family can help process the pain. Second, seek balance. The Force teaches us the importance of balance between the light side and the dark side. In our lives, this translates into finding harmony between our thoughts and emotions. Don't allow anger and fear to rule your actions. Instead, seek inner peace and understanding. Thirdly, be aware of external influences. Just as Palpatine manipulated Anakin, we can be influenced by people or situations that exploit our vulnerabilities. Develop the ability to discern between well-meaning advice and evil manipulation. Always be vigilant and trust your intuition. And finally, never underestimate the power of redemption. Anakin Skywalker, even after making countless mistakes, found redemption through the love of his son, Luke Skywalker. This shows us that, no matter how far we have gone down the wrong path, there is always a chance to go back, to redeem ourselves, and to find the light again. Anakin Skywalker's journey serves as a warning and a powerful lesson. Untreated pain can lead us down dark paths, but with self-knowledge, balance, and vigilance, we can avoid the same mistakes. Remember, the Force is in all of us, waiting to be accessed and used for good. Don't make the same mistake as Anakin. Find the Force within you and let it guide you to a path of light and wisdom. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content on how to access the Force in your daily life. May the Force be with you.